Welcome to the finals, the grand finals of the MetaPlays monthly tournament number 12 with Halo Wars 2. In the blue color, we have got Rockgeneration playing as Serena. And on the other side, Almirante 99, got a finalist. It's gonna be playing as Connie. Now, Almirante went through the bracket, the winner's bracket, fairly easily. Hardly anyone could stop him. Rockgeneration had to fight through the loser's bracket, so he must be a little bit tired. Putting out to Serena here is a ballsy move. Let's see if it works out. It'll be a pretty standard build. Marines might actually end up killing this grunt. Oh, Ami, you gotta move. Might be too late. Oh, Rock actually doesn't chase. But he is gonna trigger the Sentinels, and at this point that's pretty good because it targets down that Skitter and stops the grunt from collecting all the power. Yeah, good start. Second Skitter being made right now. Very interesting to see that many. But it's pretty good against UNSC, and it seems like the strat for Rockgeneration is gonna be that he wants to get out the ice cream truck, but he nowhere near has the power for that, so... Yeah, that strat really relies on the fact that you have one of the central power nodes, or power crates, rather, and he's being severely slowed down. Now he can get the ice cream truck, but you can see the impact of the map resources here right away. So Bison's coming in. Still gonna have to upgrade that thing. Here come 4 skits. We got some shooting up business as well. Taking down these Sentinels real quick is Rock. Sure needs the power. You better take another. I don't think he can take his time to get free, but yeah, you know, this barracks could have probably been a supply pad for a while. Anyway, on Almirante's side of things, we've got the Hunter Captain, which should be a really good answer in theory, at least, to the Bison, but if there's sufficient cryo troopers, I don't think that's going to be the case at all. We're going to have a bunch of Goliaths. Also not particularly helpful against this situation. And finally, the Bison upgrade is on the way. We're also going to have probably a lot more cryo troopers. So raid camps are being slowed down. The Harvester has been frozen completely. So that is not going to gather for a moment. But the Hunter Captain is coming home. I don't think these Marines could really stop him. There is a pair of choppers, which will be very helpful here. I think the Bison is more than happy to just pick off the choppers for now. Got the 2 power nodes, that's good enough. Rock's not recycling the armory, funnily enough. Also, we only have a single barracks to pump the cryo troopers. Very interesting. Ami opting for a second power extractor, just holding strong here. I gotta say, these skits are doing work on the cryos. Oh, right through the mines. Yep. So all that Rock wants now is to just lure Ami into those mines. But I think Ami can see the mines, and he's trying to line up the Hunter Captain in a way that the mines would detonate. Easier said than done, of course. Oh, the suicide run right in the middle of all that infantry. But he does actually run into the mine. Funnily enough, the Bison was deploying at the time and not able to get that last bit of chill off. Oh, there it is. So now the Hunter Captain is frozen. And the Bison is left to its devices. A heal will probably be available at some point. Rock's waiting for that shield to go down. No, he's actually packing up. I'm surprised by that. Could have just stayed here and freeze up everything. Not sure this was the right choice, especially for the map. Army is just kind of stomping through this. And I bet he didn't expect Colony here. It's a fairly hard counter. Especially if you don't get any of the central power. How many turrets are we looking at? So there's gonna be 2 turrets. Should be enough. Should be enough, especially with all these cryotroopers heading across the map. Might be able to do something. It's gonna be 5 total. Oh my. Look how fast they freeze. That's just a watchtower. What the hell? Meanwhile, the anti-infantry turret will be doing some AoE damage to these Goliaths. And here come the cryotroopers to add some additional hurt. Looks like the Bison has been remade. It's over at the mini-base. Now rolling over here slowly. There's a sniper. So yeah, Rock has built a pretty good army here, but taking on the Hunter Captain is asking for a lot. Sniper pulled back as much as it could. Should probably do it again. Unfortunately for it, the anti-infantry turret is shooting the Hunter Captain and not everything else. A Frost Raven. My goodness, Rock is going insane this game. Bison's here, so the hold is complete, and Ami has lost a lot of units. Like, he was way too overeager to finish this. I don't know, when I see all the turret slots taken and, you know, 2 anti-infantry turrets, I definitely would turn around there. Unfortunately for Ami, he didn't. But I guess it's a good lesson to learn as he loses the Hunter Captain. Well, now they're even. Although Ami is tier 2, so he's a bit more comfortable than Rock is. Frost Raven's doing pretty good against all of these vehicles. And looks like the Hunter will freeze just fine. Getting a gen now. More Frost Ravens, more Cryotroopers, lots of ice. Hunter Captain being remade. This time around, he'll be a lot tougher. Especially if the upgrade comes out. Cryotrooper trying to do its best to make that base useless. You got double Reaver now to get rid of the Frost Ravens. My god, they're strong! Look at those Frost Ravens just absolutely melting to these. Of course, the Reavers are pretty expensive themselves. Anyway, the Captain comes out. It doesn't look like it will get the skit. Oh, it might get the skit now. That's a nice little save. Like, no hit points left. Here comes the drop turret, though. Well, I mean, Rockgen still has a card in his playbook. So I think the next big thing for him is the big drop. So he's gonna have 2 tanks in that, which is insane. A Frost Raven, double Cryotrooper at triple veterancy, I believe. That's pretty strong, right? And he's just made this base absolutely insufferably cold. Everything's frozen. Ami's getting essentially no income, but he's got a second base going for himself, which is nice. And Rock's still working on slowing this down. He's got to be getting close to that 5th point, and all he wants now is a little bit of supply. Something to help speed up his process of getting to that big drop. He's needing a lot of extra resources, so probably a best idea would be to stop making units a little bit. He's got the power, he just needs the supplies now. Even if he can just go and pick up what remains on the map, it's not much, but you know, it's something. Don't think he can build too many distractions anymore for Ami. And this base will take a while to freeze as well. I mean, you can't even detonate it or shatter it with ice base units, really. They're not damage dealers, really. Not too much of a degree, anyway. Uh-oh, here comes the drop. Well, they've taken out this base ages ago. But Rock is building up to both Tech Tier 2 and the big drop. So he'll be able to get the upgrade, he'll be able to get the drop, and maybe he'll get another Bison out as well. Be a pretty good play, I think. So funny that garrisons get like the building UI for the freezing. But it's actually better than the one the units get. Very visible. How did Rock spend all his money? Sorry, what? Getting a Bison and like 3 Frost Ravens? What the hell? Oh, might as well just upgrade the pads again. Turret drops ready. Love that sound effect though. Where ice cream truck? There it is. But we'll be having 3 power nodes after this. Just still working on taking these sentinels down. So funny. That was pretty quick. Here, just leave that there frozen. Oh no, no strat. Nah, he's sending back the Marine. Okay, here's the big drop. That's exactly the play that Rock needed. Oh my goodness, he just did enough damage throughout the game to build up a little bit of an advantage, and this drop is so freaking cost effective. He's got no problem whatsoever to make this work now. Everything's frozen. The Frost Ravens could just trigger their abilities if they wanted to, and then the Hunter Captain will be easy pickings with what remains. But with Ami's, actually with that many Banshees, maybe not. I think Rock might be in trouble. Ice Cream Truck goes down, and Ami might be just a little bit too strong. Yeah, he is. Wow. I did not see those Banshees at first. But that was great preparation for the drop by Ami. Seriously, so well played. Beautiful, beautiful game. Got the color blue. We've got the forge. We've got the rock. And on the other side, we've still got the forge and red. This is Almirante. Looks like Rock's going to the side, so is Army, so there's gonna be a bit of fighting over the power crates. The path for the bottom player is usually better. If you've got the map rotated like me, at least. And it's a jackrabbit. Very interesting to see that. Sharing is caring, I guess. You're very chill about it. Okay, the armor is coming in. Okay, we also got the jackrabbit now. Finishing up. So that's Almirante. It's very mirrory this matchup, I guess. They both just go for the middle, getting the early Forchog. Can't mess around on this map too long. It's probably gonna be marine based. Probably not gonna see a barracks. I wouldn't expect it, at least. Not much happening in this one, guys. Okay, Forge matchups are... Mirror matchups are usually all about the Warthogs, right? But this map just functions differently due to the small size. So you're gonna be wanting to look at Forge-Hog engagements. There might be Jackrabbits instead of Marines, actually. But Almirante is opting for the infantry play, whereas Rockgen is more the Jackrabbit kind of guy. Both will be picking up mines, of course. Actually, these flamers might run into that if they're not careful. Rock's just keeping his distance. And now with some jackrabbits, he'll be able to go after that Forchog. Very nice. Oh! Eating a mine there. Gotta be careful with the other one. You lose two jackrabbits, you're gonna lose momentum. Hellbringers and Marines being made. Getting questions in the chat about where Hosty is. A lot, actually, today. So, Hosty had to take on extra hours at his work. And so he's sitting out Season 3, except for show matches, maybe, if we do any. Which we plan to have at least a few. But you guys can also commission show matches on the website. All the money goes to the players, by the way. We'll get you anyone you want from the people that play our tournaments. Or anyone realistic that's agreeable. But yeah, let's hope to see Host side again next season, I think. Trying to look for a different position that allows him to have free time. Anyways, support drone is in for the Jackrabbits, so Rockgen is about to get a whole lot stronger. Ami does not have grenades yet, but he's working on it. Moments away now. Rock might just avoid this altogether. Counterattack, hit the main. Or just the minis, whatever. Hit something. Oh! Oh! That hurts a lot. And there's a turret ready to defend. Warthogs kind of just shoot each other down with that. And here comes the infantry. Oh, that's a great scatter bomb, though. All of those infantry are getting absolutely wrecked. Army comes out on top just by a hair's breadth. Oh my goodness, what is this? Fortro gets away with a sliver of health. He's going to heal up right away, you bet. Oh, Rock is so screwed right now. He's got nothing. If you're Army, you want to take over every single mini on the map right now. I'm not even sure you send these Marines to heal, like... Honestly, just go after the next mini. Yeah, good choice to take down these Marines, but there's gonna be another. Either way, the Fortruck can just go and heal. No problem, no harm caused. 500 power, Army decides to just get another base. Still needs to upgrade this generator, that's been a long time coming. Rock actually has 2 turrets now. And the Fortruck is being remade. Ended up losing the mini base, but somehow rebought it. That's great for him. Jackrabbit must leave. Okay, Army is playing it just super safe. He doesn't want to lose any units. And Halo Wars 2 is just full of such cool moments where, you know, anything can pretty much happen. Very cool. Like that. What is this? Oh my god. Ah! Those mines have eaten up the entire army. And suddenly, we're in a much more stable position now. Army used to be giga ahead, but now... it's not that impressive anymore, right? He's still ahead by a lot, don't get me wrong. But this is a disadvantage that Rock can come back from now. Especially if he picks off all these Marines. But it's still looking really rough. Army gets combat tech Marines. I'm not really sure how Rock responds at this point. Maybe if he can get more Warthogs out somehow, but how would he do that? He doesn't have the extra base that Army does. And in the mirror matchup, you don't really have any miracle tools to take it down with. Because the other guy can do the same to you. It does appear that Rock is a little bit tired. Oh my god, here comes. Here comes the double Kodiak with the pew pew. One of them might actually go down here. Never mind. Nah, I just deploy him. Oh my god, he just lost the... he just lost the Kodiak and half his army to the mines. Those are some of the most cost-effective mines ever. That was awesome for Rock. He's back in this game again, somehow. Imagine if he gets his own Kodiaks now over here by the power node. He can actually siege this down. And that's why the Fortruck is coming back there. Alright. Why not? Nah, the Marines can heal this back up, of course. Just like in real life with the green beam that comes from the rocket launcher. Okay, now Rock has his own. Alright, here it comes. I'm healing up his mini even. Does he have the better Forchog? Not yet. Rock just tried to lure this away, but Ami has... He's gonna have 4 bases. This is insane. How does Rock even stop this at this point? Seems rough. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, the mines are pretty well placed, but the Marines instantly detonate them. That's too bad for Rock, really. Even with all those booms, it's not gonna be enough. But then again, with the 2 defensive Kodiaks, he's got a lot for himself here. And his own combat tech Marines should be able to take down some of these air units. It's a really good ammo round in the middle of all that. Is this a comeback that he's been needing? Still, he's gonna be going up against 4 bases, even though Rock is finally ahead in population for once. Wow, what a game. Ugh. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, okay, no more hyping for Rock, he's dead. This is super dead. Yeah. Best type GG now. The tanks are here. Even the Kodiaks can't defend against this. Surely, right? I think he just goes after the gens or something. Or just the units. Yeah, just go for the units, that's the safest bet. Anti-vehicle turret actually doing a crap ton of damage, look at that. Never say never, I guess. Okay, maybe say never. This is... Yeah, okay. He really tried, you gotta give him credit, but Almi just... He's too strong to throw that. It's not gonna happen. So that's a 2-0 thus far. One more win for Almi and he wins this tournament. Such a good player. Okay, gamers. Rockgeneration is in the blue color. It's gonna be trying something different with Anders. Should be a pretty fun pick. On the other side, we got Almirante 99 going with the trusty old Yap Yap. This pretty much always works. Very rare that we see Yap Yap lose a game. And with Rock making a Jackrabbit at home, I don't think he'll get a single mini base this game. That's a very questionable decision. I don't like it. How is he gonna make this worth it? I don't know. This might be like one of those hero builds that you do on one base and then hope the other guy just throws units one at a time at you. He's even losing the Marines. I think Ami has seen the other one, so he should be able to chase it down with the chopper. The mini base steal should be coming in momentarily. If Ami doesn't go double extractor, he should be good to go for the mini steals. Yeah, he's doing it. Rock is gonna attempt a mini steal himself. Wild. But he doesn't actually have the resources, so Ami is just like, yeah, I'll pick that up in front of you. Of course, Rock can get the top one. And just waste Ami's time. But I think that's the most that he'll get out of this, because Rock is getting the minis on his own side after all. And yep, fast Spartan it is, with Jackrabbits. Okay, this is so strange. I gotta say, I've never seen this from Rock or anyone else before. So I'm really interested to see in where this heads. Hide the Marine in the back, hell yes. That would be nice for the later Sentinel call-in, but not gonna happen. Maybe you can hide something there later. Such a good little pocket area to hide in. I mean, so is this right here. Like, don't get me wrong, nobody is going to check you hiding a unit here. And then in comes the Retriever Sentinel, deletes your minis one at a time. But this is a pretty good spot for that too. This side, not so much. I mean, you can't really go outside of the map, right? This is the furthest you can go, and that's kind of in line of sight if like a Jackrabbit comes out or whatever. So yeah, here and up here. These areas are the hiding spots. Anyway, let's talk build order. Army is just gonna go with a very few infantry that's from the raid camp, actually. I don't see a second raid camp either. Does he have maybe one down here at the mini base? He stole? No, that's a harvester still. Rock has the upgraded Jackrabbits, but I'm not sure they are very potent in this matchup. I still have to see what he can do with this. The Spartan immediately gets gangbanged. Oh man. This is horrible. Half the shields are gone, but then again, here come the Jackrabbits, and maybe this is gonna be okay. Oh, running over the mines though! One of them is gone, and there's still plenty of choppers. Let's see if Rock has a slam available. He does, but is he gonna want to slam into mines? I don't think so. Here they keep going. Second power extractor is up now. Good choice for the choppers to retreat. They really don't need this fight. Just commit the little guys. That's good. And now bring the choppers. That would be good, I think. Because right now, Rock is kind of tied up. He's lost some hit points. Still busy with cleaning these up. And that's enough choppers really to take it on. He's nearly tier 2. Rock's just now gotten his second generator done, I think. Getting a lot of turrets so that he doesn't just get dropped and killed like that. The extra base I like as well, so this seems to be more solid than maybe I thought. But I do think that if the chopper is really hard to commit, that there's not much that the UNSC player can do. Drop turret is, of course, a really good way to stay alive here. And actually, we're gonna see a very nice slam from a Spartan. Wow, that's all the choppers gone. What a great play that was. And maybe I just completely underestimate the man, and I don't know what I'm talking about sometimes. I gotta do this myself at some point. This is awesome. Of course, it's completely gonna dodge the beam. That was a desperation move from Ami. He's getting nervous in this one. And oh no! This was so beautiful by Rock, but ends up running into a mine, and that turns the whole thing around. Now he doesn't have units on the map. And that one Spartan is not very scary by itself. He is in tier 2. He's not gonna mess around, and I think Rock is about to face judgment from Almirante now. He doesn't allow mistakes like this to happen on a consistent basis. Not without punishing you. Spartan will be losing the shields, but I don't think he'll lose any health if he can keep running. The jackrabbits are gonna be here to tie down the army. There's nothing that really can chase the Spartans, so this is fine. Army is starting to get elite rangers, so that will pepper the Spartan eventually. Okay, now a lot of damage is coming through. If only that hunter had been a ranger, I feel like the Spartan would be in serious trouble right now, but still, picking up the jackrabbits is gonna be nice. Rockgen now getting into tier 2 and maybe into trouble at his third base too, to be honest. The drop has got to be soonish from our Yapia player, also getting a second base now. But fourth point is very near. Shroud is getting trained so that the Spartan rockets would be absorbed by that. Of course, the Spartan can just hijack. Some supply pad upgrades for Rock. Always the key to a good economy. Don't try to rush tech too much. Just play out with the units you do have, with the tech you do have. Grow bigger. Make more stuff. It's pretty much the key to Halo Wars 2. You can tech rush in some cases, but you know, they don't want to overdo it and just have 5 units then. Oh, good pick off by that Spartan. But like I said, now there's rangers and they're gonna poke him away. Drop turret deletes the mines though. And going after the ranger right away too. That's a pretty good start there. Also, there doesn't look like there's any coverage for that from the Shroud. Yeah, this is going pretty well for Rock. He's defending much better than I thought he could. But still, the rangers remain. There's 2 of them. That one almost dead. But Spartan has been peppered properly. Rockgeneration ready to go tier 3. Ah, no, he's saving up for the big drop. The Retriever Sentinel should be coming in soon. And I'm not sure if Almirante is ready to face the music. Like, he's got 5 heavy grunts. Is that gonna be enough? I think not. Like, he's gonna make more of those. I'll get rid of these cannon fodder because they're just gonna block his ability to deal with that thing. And if I'm Rock, I think my target is straight up the main of Ami. And yeah, he's doing it. He's just gonna cross the map, I think. Cast from the vision that he had from the energy node. It's really ideal. There's not much here to stop him. Spartan doesn't want to overcommit though. Then again, oh, the shield goes up just in the nick of time. My goodness, Almirante on the timing. That was so hot. We've got a single hero. Probably no upgrades just yet. Yeah, 0 upgrades actually, so can't even heal. There'll be 1 Reaver and more coming. Spartan ends up going down though, and Rockgeneration is also going to be suffering from this. There's a lot of base damage going down here. But luckily for Rock, the turret happens to be picking off the punchy boys, so that's fine. Rock going to town on the town. This Retriever Sentinel is certainly building up value, but you don't want to be shooting at the sensor tower, that's for sure. It's starting to be a little bit scary with the Reavers as well. There's a Warthog to help. And Rock is taking over all these power nodes, so, you know, he's building up value, like I said. His base might actually survive, but to help off the Nightingale, that is so good. Spartan's out. This might be actually Rockgeneration's games to lose now, but Beam Level 2 is following this Retriever Sentinel and able to keep up, and will end up killing it. My goodness, Almirante is still in a fantastic position after all this. Warthogs trying to do what they can. Drop turret comes in to help out against these. Spartan is also crossing the map. There's nothing that remains for Almirante, and actually Rock will have enough in the end to make this work. Awesome. Here it comes. Rockgeneration is gonna be in the blue color, playing as Captain Cutter. Nobody would have predicted this. On Ashes, no less. And his opponent, Almirante 99, agrees. He's also going Captain Cutter. They're both going to the middle. They're both gonna have a single Marine. And maybe a bit of a Wiggle War is what I'd expect. Oh, Rock's Wiggles are good, but he took more damage already. So you'll have to make up for that. With the perfect Wiggles where the Marines still face the other ones, but still dodge the shots. It's very hard to do. Jackrabbit comes in. That ends Almirante's reign over the middle. He'll have to... I don't know. He doesn't have that. He went over to the other side. Winning the middle is a huge play for Rock. He can kill this Marine. It will take only a few more shots. He can definitely tank the damage. It's absolutely worth it. He's got better crate. Might even be able to go across here and contest this power. A second Jackrabbit from Rockgeneration. Is he gonna play a Jackrabbit game? There's no way. I think he's just doing it for mobility to be able to grab all these early mini bases. And, you know, to path around better between these crates. It looks like Ami will be picking all the side power, which makes it a little bit better for him in the end. Oh, is Rock going to... No. Yeah, Ami is not going to allow that to happen. That would be sick. However, if it did work. Almost never does. But, you know, you gotta try. If you don't try, you don't get. More Jackrabbits for Rockgeneration. That's the third Jackrabbit, and Almirante has no idea. He'll have to prepare for that with some Marine kind of play, because if he goes into snipers and can't afford, like, any grenades, he's gonna be in actual serious trouble. And that's still the scout from the start, so he knows. But Ami also coming across with the second Jackrabbit, so he might actually be looking at the Jackrabbit War. I believe both players are set up for it. So in that situation, I think whoever commits a bit harder is usually coming out victorious. But if it gets too late into the game, you gotta abandon that. Like, you can't do this for too long. You don't allow this to go to the Cyclops drop stage, because at that point vehicles are becoming useless in the cutter mirror. Except if you can somehow go snipers and vehicles, but still the infantry blob would be better in that scenario, I feel. Okay, so there's a lot of rabbits here for Rock. 4 or 5. It's making more. It's gonna be 7 rabbits plus the upgrade. As for Almi, he's also getting the upgrade. Very interesting that it would come to this in such a critical moment of the series. That's 5 rabbits from Almi right now. So yeah, I have to give the advantage to Rock 100% right now. In terms of just raw macro and numbers. He's got the power node earlier. He's working on the next one earlier too. Look how he's drawing away the Sentinels, allowing the Marine to capture, because the Sentinels like to prioritize vehicles as an air unit. So yeah, very well done by Rock, and Ami's still working on this. I think the Sentinels might have a chance of actually killing his Marine, which would be awful, because you really need that Marine to be able to help you with capturing. But then again, if you pick Raid 2, you're gonna be fine. But he's now gonna have to come back to, you know, not face the judgment about node stratting. It's a safe move in tournaments, as you can capture nodes and glitch out the Sentinels so that they don't recapture, giving you a massive boost in economy that's generally banned in tournaments if you do it clearly on purpose. But that was just an undercommitment by Ami, so it's fine. Anyway, going after the generator he is now, and ODSC drop will be... Actually, it's not very close at all. Rockgeneration could do a better one himself if he really tried, but he's coming home to defend, which means that he might still lose the generator. 25% of the health is gone. I'd like him to just follow through here. go to the teleporter and get across to the other side of the map, doing ODST drops himself that way. Got a Spartan. Very interesting addition to this. So Ami will be stuck in tier 1 for a million years now. Especially if he upgrades that Spartan, my god. Yeah, that's gonna be expensive, buddy. Anyways, a second turret is coming in. And Ami trying his best to decapture Rock's power node. Here comes the Spartan though, and Rock doesn't want to have anything to do with that. He might still drop the ODSTs on this though. If he feels like he's got enough of a numbers advantage. Oh, he's also got the Spartan, so what a mirror matchup this is. But Almirante now actually being ahead in the population department. Still, we're not seeing anything major happen. Ami taking over the power nodes very nicely though. But Rock is doing so ditto. Can we get a great Spartan Slam or something? I think both Spartans are now upgraded for Hijack. Now he's going for the sneaky attack through the back, but there are 2 turrets, like I said. 3 turrets now. Rockgen should be more than capable of defending himself. He's also roaming across the map, looking for that spicy target that he can get. So far, it's just still fighting over the power nodes. Both players are respecting each other a lot, playing this safe. Not just going for the bases because they can, but you know, afraid that they might actually lose the entire army due to a bad leader power. Or good leader power, depending on who you're looking at. Anyway, that's gonna be 4 power nodes for Rockgeneration. That is wild. Ami on with the one, having to send out all the Jackrabbits to recapture. And here comes Rock. We might be seeing our first big engagement of the match. Here comes the ODST drop. Spartan Slam? No. No Spartan Slam. Yet. That's not gonna detonate actually. Rock just rolls right over it. Going after the Jackrabbits of Almi. There's several satchels here. Oh, the Spartan Slam is doing a ton of damage though. And Rock does end up running over the mines after all. But he's still got such a much bigger army. Ami is getting his tier 2 upgrade behind us, I think. But he's ending up losing the Spartan. We're going to the game 5 as the scriptures have foretold. Every time this happens, every time the players follow the script. Spawning in the blue color, we have got Rockgeneration playing as Colony. And on the other side, his opponent fighting for the match point. This is Almirante 99. He did not expect he'll be here in this situation. He's going with the Arbiter, a very good pick, but so is Colony for this map. These guys have been fighting back to back. My goodness. Rock has been going for 8 hours. Ami has been chilling in the winner's bracket for so long. Maybe he got tired from the waiting. My goodness. Well, this game is for all the marbles. The winner takes it. The series, the tournament. Not all the money. The second place is still getting, you know, a decent prize, but more money, more points for our Metaplay Season 3 ladder. That's right, Season 3 now. Can't believe it's been that long since we started already. But I hope you guys all like the content. And I'd actually love for more of you to play. Especially in the skirmish tournaments if you're newer to the game. As I believe people learning the game are the future. Anyways. Rockgeneration going pretty normal here. Very careful with the mini base purchases. Maybe too careful. I actually don't really see anything from him that would, I guess he got the skit, so that's it. And this grunt has been in the garrison for forever, just for staring off with this guy. Nobody gets the power in the middle this way. But it's better than allowing the other guy to get it, so. Alright, Ami getting in the garrison here, and should be able to start on the sentinels and pop right back in there. Although sometimes the AI will stop attacking in this scenario, and then you just take the fire from the sentinels until they chill. Which eventually happens. It's really weird. Sometimes it just does work. Anyways, Ami with the center mini control will be having 3 mini bases too. So Rockgen will have to make up for this, and honestly Goliaths versus elite enforcers don't usually go that well, but if you're first by a significant margin like we're seeing here, I think it should be okay, especially if the chopper comes into play. We are gonna have 2 free skits and the choppers here like suggested, so yeah, only grunts for now. Definitely put the skit on the chop. Anyway, there goes the colonizing. Is Ami not making enforcers? He's making an arbiter hero? And his upgrade? What? I completely missed that. Okay, that's a strange play, but it certainly can work out against these Goliaths. But if there's too many choppers, which they are already free of, with skits on them, so I don't know how much this can really work, honestly. He's already lost his shields. The chopper slam doesn't quite work out. But we've got the stasis mines from Almirante. Let's see if we can get a nice heal from our colony player. Oh, the army is getting so close to the... Oh my god. This is a tight situation for Rock, absolutely. Surprised to not see the skit actually on the Goliath there. But yeah, everybody is getting healed up, and Ami is starting to have a tougher situation. I think this is a great time for Rock to go after the mini base and take it down, take it over. Ami is looking for the counter attack. He's anime sprinting across the map with the arbiter. Be furious. Gonna end up with a suicide grunt in his face at this rate. Nah, gets the shields back. It's cool. Choppers are coming back to try and defend. And Rock? Well, Rock is just going across with the Goliaths, looking after this undefended mini base. It's a good choice. And the skitters with the choppers and the suicide grunts should be able to handle the remainder of the army. Just gotta be careful not to get into melee range of the army. That's a very potent boy. But if Rock can take over every single mini base on the map, that's really his victory condition. He can get in his big drop. Soon he will have access to the colony drop anyways, and he's gonna quickly swoop up this power in the middle. Gotta save these boys and just protect them with what you've got. I mean, he's got third point. Imagine if he was in the main right now with all those choppers dropping in the Goliaths and all that. But I think he might just be able to make it work through the middle. Oh, the mines actually separate the armies. And yet, he still might be able to get the play done that he needs. Going to Ami's main, he's got shrapnel rounds for his choppers. Let's see if there's a second generator behind this. Yes, there is. So Rock is giga rich right now. He's got the center mini base upgraded and everything. He's been gathering from the power for a long time now with the suicide grunt, actually, funnily enough. Ami is not gonna have any mini bases left as these guys have turned around. Army is coming around as well, but it will take a moment to arrive, and I think Ami might just recycle the base. Is Rock going to just buy this or lose both of the units first? Oh my goodness, he just bought the mini base. Army is gonna have to stick around there waiting for a long time. The drop has happened from Rockgeneration. He's got all the mini bases. If he upgrades everything, he'll be able to unlock the big drop from Colony. And the big drop does have 2 Wraiths. It has a Locust, it has a Reaver, everything you could possibly want. Including 2 Goliaths, by the way. So yeah, Devastating Host is the way, I think. Oh, this is unnecessary, no? Is he just gonna actually get that extractor? No way, dude. Got some really nice reset micro. And Rock's looping around to go after the mini base. I mean, this keeps Ami at home. And he still might lose the extractor somehow. Nah, he's not. Not. Stasis is gonna save it and heal it up quite a bit. You also have double turret, but this is nothing when it comes to defending Devastating Hosts. Rockgeneration getting double raid camp in the middle, so he might just macro this out. Even though he's on 4th point already, 5th point is a little bit further away. And, you know, you don't want to mess up in the grand finals, in the decider game. Yeah, just pick off those easy grunts. It's totally fine to do that. And Ami will be pumping out a bunch of hunters because he needs them. Meanwhile, Rock, he can just make elites. And that will counter the hunters, that will sort of counter the Arbiter. Yeah, you can just come up here. If he had an engineer, that would be a very nice addition, by the way. Okay. Rangers going in the garrison is obviously a great idea. Did the hunters just pop a suicide grunt? Okay. That was epic. Skits are coming in. And the colony drop is ready. All the mines have been detonated. Choppers end up killing the hunters, and once again Ami will lose the mini base, but I think he's got the counter drop going. Oh, this can certainly bring him back into the game. If he does enough damage, maybe he can take out both of the extractors. That would be huge, actually. That's exactly what Ami needed. Here's the play. Oh my goodness, Arby is so busted sometimes. This drop alone turned the game around. Just because Rock didn't expect it. Or maybe he did, but he was too preoccupied on the other side. And now he's gonna bring home all these choppers, only to find that the Arbiter can still beat him. So how he'll commit to all of these enforcers, I don't know yet. I think 3 of the choppers will just get stasis. Oh, he actually missed the stasis grenades, I think. No, maybe not. They might have been just as normal thrown grenades, not the stasis ones. Either way, Arby is doing the spin to win. And Rock has just lost his entire base, so... yeah, Ami's back in this to a degree. Until Rock builds up to his devastating host, and then I don't know what Ami does. Like, it's gonna be not easy to get there in terms of the power. But I'm sure it's doable. Oh, nice kill on that chopper as well. Now with all these choppers chasing this down now, it's trouble town. Nice kill on the chopper again. That leaves 0 choppers in the game, I think. I mean, on 42 pop. The Rock's still not really built back up his economy, so... oh, he's got an extractor in the mini base. Interesting. And 1 year. Wait, he's good to go, dude. All he needs is just getting back these harvesters, pumping the skits, Colony drop is ready to go. Maybe I'll use that. It's a good stasis. Allows the RB to quickly take down one of the Rangers. Very nice move. Oh, the Goliaths too, nice. Yeah, Rock's just gonna get out of there. But he's almost ready to go with the devastating host. Trying to heal his base. Did he just sell his extractor there? Or was that destroyed? I think it was sold for some reason. Trying to get to the resources required, I guess. Oh. There it is. There it is. The big one. Doesn't want to drop them into the turrets, of course. You can just use his range. Yami immediately pulling home. You can see the terror in his army movement. Naturally, he's pretty composed. He's still getting the power node on the way home. Might be doing what he can. He mad. He bad. Never. Said no one ever. Locust should be taken down by this though. And Rock does not have a teleport, so that's a great pickup by Ami. Removing half the base getting potential of this army. And going right back into the engineer bubble. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. Right, so these Wraiths are pretty buff now. Skid's helping a lot. It seems that Rock has defended his mini base just barely. Wow. Once he gets to the next point, that will regenerate, no problem. A shield is a very good idea at home. He's still got the map control, he's still got the superior army, but Ami has caught up, man. He's going tier 3 actually, oh my goodness. Is that starting to be a little bit scary maybe? I mean, this Arbiter hero just builds up value over time, like a Chad. You don't really stop it either. There's not much that can stop it, to be honest. Like, if you got mass Wraith, then maybe you can stop it. But if it can just freely roam about, pick off 5 Rangers at a time and get out, then it's kind of whatever, right? Well, it's certainly not going to be able to do 5 Rangers anymore with this group, but, you know, 1 Ranger maybe. Engineer Swarm ready to go. A pretty good opening to the fight for Rock. Might be able to keep even more Goliaths going with the constant drops and whatever. The Reavers certainly paying for themselves here. Although Rock only had to pay for the drop. Taking out all these engineers is a huge play for sure. Stacy's gonna come down on half the army, allowing the other half to chase down the vehicles, which is a very big weakness right now in this army. The remainder will be absolutely stomped by the hunters, no doubt. Is this going to be an Almirante win after all that has happened in this? Just that one drop completely changing the game around. Could it be? He does another drop. Oh my goodness, this mini base will be lost by Rockgeneration. And Ami will suddenly be in the economic lead for income. He already has tech tier 3. Rock is pretty far away from that. Super far away from that. He's trying to get focus beams actually. Teleports out of here, but loses so much of the army again. Rock has nothing left, guys. Almirante is probably going to be the tournament champion for this one. There's nothing to stop the Arbiter. And yeah, Rock has got to be feeling pretty bad about this. He was so close. And just one drop entirely changed everything there was about this. My goodness, that was so rough. And so many of you on the Twitch chat have actually voted for him. 84% of the votes are for Rock. People put up 20k points for this. Ami only had 2.5k points put up, so people will be stonksing this one. Rock losing the last of his mini bases. Ami is like, yeah, time to expand. There is a bit of high ground vision from Rock, so he can always call down a a drop for this, but I mean, the main army versus main army fight would just be going terribly right now. In fact, I think this army can just take it directly. Doesn't quite want to commit that. There's engineers here though, so no problem. I'd say just go for it. Anyways. The healing is in. Rockgeneration's base is slowly healing with combat repair. Looks like lots of skits being produced by Rock. 6 of them. That's wild, dude. Oh my god. Try to take down his mini bases. Ami is so careful. If he just knew what's going on, I think he'd just go for it. A ghost is being made by Ami. It's got 100 population space. Rock is so far away from any of this. But he'll be able to get another drop in if he loses some units. I just don't know if that's gonna be enough. RB has a star. Nothing can kill this thing. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of skits. Rock's gonna try again. Let's see how that goes. Once again, there's a counter drop, and it takes out Rock's only hope. The hidden base. It's not very hidden, is it? Well, let's go, gamers. This is how you win a tournament. Be like Ami. Or Rock. It's not completely decided yet, but holy crap, does Ami look strong right now. Rock's gonna go for it. No, I don't think Ami is taking it. Honestly, should just probably teleport on top of this. Take out those Wraiths once and for all. He's doing it. Oh man. Oh man, those Wraiths are in so much trouble. Rock's gonna teleport out. Doing what he can to stay away from the rest, but the stasis is gonna hit him. Oh man, Ami's army is gonna get right on top of this. Meanwhile, killing the rest of the units. This is so brutal. The Wraiths have nowhere left to run. And they get taken down. The Hunter's brand is gonna brand this army. But to what end? They remain just fine. Ami holds his base. And we'll be taking out the final Goliaths. And Rock is going to be down to under 40 population by that time. He's got some more units in the middle, but Ami doesn't even have anything on the mini base. Rock is trying to buy all the bases on the map. Try to get something going. Maybe he can get out the Hunter Captain hero. But he's still not going to be tier 3. And Ami can honestly just keep pumping the Wraiths if he wants to. He's starting to. So one base after the other, he will take this down. He's got quite a few elite enforcers left. Rock's desperately trying to make something happen, but he can really need so much value over time. And it's not just about the value or the map control or the population even, but how do you kill this thing? It just keeps generating value in every fight. You can't do it in tier 2. It can't be done. And if you manage to do it, you're definitely losing out. Alright, here goes the drop. And I think Almirante will be using this to take everything down. Oh my. Rockgeneration losing every single building, one after the other. The grunts are gonna get branded, but I don't think he cares. We can keep doing this all day. Rock has built up a little bit, but okay, that's actually not bad. Maybe he's got a chance, but if he's gonna lose the Hunter Captain, if he's gonna lose the main base, what's there to do? Ami is in tier 3, he can make all the rafes he wants, and bases will be falling before him easily. Nice teleporting out by Rock. That will heal up over time, but like turret's getting taken down. The extractor's next. And the other extractor's next. Oh my. Still hard stuck in tier 2 army. Building up towards the 100 population again. I wonder what he's making though. Looks like a mixture of pretty much everything. Just throw at Rockgeneration whatever he's got. And he's gonna end up teleporting out of here. But, I mean, getting the 2 gens is pretty good. Gonna be a nice Conduit of Rage again. And another mini base will bite the dust. Will the RB reach level 2 stars? I think he'll get the 2nd star. Oh, never mind. I mean, just got in the move order before the taunt, so he's just completing the move order first. That's wild, countering the taunt there. How often do you see that happen? Not very. Not with that long of an order. And Mass Stasis will be coming down to try to save the RB. He'll be healing up throughout this, and should be able to run all the way home to a shield tower or something. Elite Spirit Assault will be ready to go. And this army is getting empowered by the Conduit of Rage. And our boy has made it home. Cloaking Tower is up as well. But the elites are spotting. Rock looking to get across the map as well. Oh, that was a plasma bolt right on the top of the base. Rockgen will be losing this. And the next base as well, most likely. As Ami just has a lot of momentum here. He doesn't even know about this, but I don't think he needs to care. Just go for the main again. That's spirit support. Or spirit, nothing spirit. It's a colony drop. Nothing to do with spirits. This Arbiter is just healing throughout this. He's back to full health. Well, he's lost his shield now, but he's still out healing everything. My god. Mini base taken down. RB is not gonna go down. Unbelievable. He had teleports up. Oh, here comes the engineer. That should take care of everything. Is that a double shield gen? We are seeing shield stacking from Almirante right now. Unbelievable. How can he afford that? I guess he had the base for long enough. And most of the mini bases as well. A lot of this is getting taken down once more. The Wraith is helping out though. There are a lot of engineers nonetheless. Oh, the level 2 brand is actually deleting the entire thing. Almirante down to 62 population and might be losing quite a bit more of this army now. Was that the play that Rock needed? Oh, never mind. The Arbiter is tearing up everything here. Back to full health once more. 2nd star is in. I think he can just chase this. Oh, very nice dodge. Preemptively against the Hunter Captain's taunt. Surprised to not see Almirante on a bigger army still. Like against the tier 2 banished, if you make a ton of Wraiths, you just win. There's no stopping it really. Even for Colony, the hero is just not gonna be enough. Whereas these Elite Enforcers are kind of getting picked off by both Wraiths and Elite Rangers. So Almirante might be overstaying his welcome on this unit composition. Instead of making something real happen, he keeps messing around with Rock. And, you know, if Rock keeps doing what he's doing right now, he can go back to Value City and make something happen. Even though he's only at 55 population, he's getting back to mini bases one by one. He's very out of position though. So maybe Ami hitting him now will be the play. There will be a wall, but easy enough to bust through it. Whereas this, I mean, there are 3 anti-vehicle turrets. This will hold. Locust will eventually take it all down, but emphasis on eventually. Look at this, we got another Enforcer drop coming in for Ami, reaching full population with that, and boosting everybody in the area. Thunder Rage level 3, I'm certain. That was just way too big to be anything else. And Rockgeneration's main base is going to be focused. He doesn't care about the attached buildings anymore. It'll be down in a matter of seconds. Pleasant Bullet finishes it off. And the counter-attack is just way too slow to make anything meaningful happen here. He's just gonna have to go for the next base now. Rockgeneration does have enough to, you know, buy a bunch of bases, but I don't think it's gonna be enough over time. This is not even upgraded, so until he gets another base upgrade, it will be a million years. His base looking just fine. He can always stasis this if he needs to. And I think with that he wins the base trade. I don't think Rock has anything left. Nothing meaningful, that is. Hero will be chain stunned at this point. Not even sure that's necessary. I mean, he's got an RB, just take it down, right? A level 3 Hunter's Brand. Now that was hot. But the stasis will be healing everybody back up. Nothing actually fully died, I don't think. So, yeah, everyone's back to like half health. The engineers can pop their shields, and it's Gucci. Locust is doing work, but not nearly enough work. The Rangers are the ones that are really performing here. Surprised he didn't commit the Arbiter to this. That was really not much to do. Oh, back the base goes to full health. Watch this, it's so fast. Oh, base is healed so quickly. This is wild. What is Ami doing? He's losing his population completely. Rock's still sieging this. He doesn't have any units, man. Banshees now? Really? Okay, he doesn't want to risk anything. Just go after that other base, dude. You're good. Oh, he probably has Power Surge by now. So these powers are coming back faster and faster. The Enforcer drop will be finishing up Rockgen's base in absolutely no time. He actually won't be able to afford another base for a while. Still, this is enough to, you know, go for a little bit. Oh, the second plasma bolt to finish off the base, though. The engineer's positioned in the back will get it done. Rockgen knows he's probably dead, even if he can get this base up and running on the bottom side of the map. The Arbiter is 2-star and probably well on his way to 3 stars. Taking down these units will certainly get him there, I think. Oh, reintroducing Rockgeneration. And I guess we'll do Almirante too. It was an accident, but we're doing it. Congratulations to Almirante, who wins this tournament 3-2 in a monster series against Rockgeneration that lasted what felt like 2 hours. 1.5 to be exact. But yeah, very cool. Keep it up. Hope to see both of these guys in the next tournament. We want to thank our MetaPlays website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. Hitting our next goal will allow us to hire a video editor with your help. Check out the subscription page with the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you in the next video.